Now, I think that's the number one quality for humankind, not necessarily leadership, right?
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's interesting. I think a lot of leadership is driven by trust. And really, when you look at high functioning organizations, it's where you can really see that there's a basis of safety and trust. And this is the kind of concept around psychological safety. So do you feel safe to be yourself at work? So how do you feel safe? You feel safe when you can connect with people. And how do you connect with people when you're both vulnerable? So there's the wonderful book by Brené Brown, Daring Greatly, and she talks a lot about the power of vulnerability and the courage in vulnerability versus that being a weakness. So I think what the kind of world that we've been in the last few years with COVID, I think this is where there's that shift in terms of for leaders who aren't who just been functional, right? They've just been, all about performance. They're not going to be able to get the same out of their staff. And I think that's even more heightened in a lockdown or, even just people working from home more. You need to be so much more empathetic, to be listening to people, what they are saying and what they're not saying. Because if they're at home and they haven't heard from you for 2 days, they're going to be thinking, oh my goodness, I haven't heard from my boss. They're probably thinking, and all that, you're just busy. Whereas if you'd been in the office, they would have seen you and you would have kind of given them a wave and, just a thumbs up. And so we're not getting all those social cues that we have done in the past. So empathy from a leadership perspective, I think, is absolutely critical.
And obviously consistency in these times as well, because like you say, if you're used to your boss sending you an email every morning to say, good morning, and here's our